Hi there, farm families and friends and advisors and all the people who are faithful with our video blog. Hope you're having a great year so far. And today I just want to talk a little bit about an article that came out about successful farm families. And here's some of the thoughts that I had. First of all, my definition of success would be families who are rich in relationship and experience profitability and growth using the talents of the family team, all the farm family, those who are involved day to day, and those who are just curious to know how their farm family is doing. So as a coach for over 3 decades, I've seen some common themes of successful farm families. And Peter Drucker, who is a well-known management advisor, said, "Culture eats strategy for breakfast." He means that a company's internal culture is more important to its success than a well-crafted strategic team. So I've changed that and shortened that to say, culture beats strategy. And the 3 components would be when the farm family believes on their own terms of what their core values and cherished beliefs are, what their vision for growth is, and how they communicate. Secondly, after the word believe is the word behave. How do you behave towards each other? Do you deal with conflict well by making quick repair? Do you show respect for everybody's various roles? And what are the responsibilities? And are they clear on your farm team? And I used to always say, and still do say, you get the behavior that you accept. The third part is decide. How are family decisions made in your business to create solutions together, hopefully collaboratively, with clearly defined roles and regular family business meetings? So there you have it. Believe, behave, decide. So to find out about what those values might look like, you could use our values cloud or use a coach to help you facilitate finding out what every person is truly thinking, feeling, needing, and wanting. And you can also look at some emotional intelligence indicators to figure out inviting of ways of doing business in a different way for the next generation. Every voice counts in a culture where there are also non-farm heirs and that they have a chance for input and being kept in the loop as well. And we also need to understand that when you get together to make decisions, there's different kinds of meetings. There's the ones, the operational, the day-to-day, and many of those meetings may not be formalized, but everybody knows what's expected for the week and for the month, and as things are constantly changing in your farm business. But then there's the strategic side. And that's the part that many of us don't really get into as much as we possibly could or should, because this is where you want to talk about the vision for growth, incorporating more shareholders properly, and maybe also the structure of the business, how that might need to change, and also what's the exit strategy for the older generation. Maybe there isn't one. Maybe they're just stepping back without stepping away. But Dr. Cole's research from Virginia Tech way back in the 90s, over 400 farms, and I think 12 states, showed that the families that had regular farm business meetings were 21% more profitable. So great communication is pretty key. So lots of things to think about. Here's what I'm going to just rattle off for themes of success that we've come up with. Know your beliefs, what you truly value, and be aligned with what matters to you. When you're aligned with your values, mine would be independence, harmony, intimacy, honesty. My husband and my son would be teamwork and respect and integrity. When you're aligned with those values, then your heart's going to sing and you're going to be a happy farmer. Also, embrace conflict as a business risk management strategy. And if you need more information on that, go to our shop at elainefraze.com, to the shop, scroll down to the bottom, and order the conflict dynamic profile so you can get better at knowing what your positive conflict behaviors are. Talk openly and freely about money and debt, and engage financial planners so that everybody has good income streams and a good personal wealth bubble for the future. Share your decision making and be collaborative in your approach and keep people in the loop. And don't be afraid to ask for help as needed from your team and from outside advisors. And get really clear about what a good day on the farm looks like to you. It says in Lamentations that his mercies are new, not Lamentations. Yes, actually, in Lamentations. His mercies are new every morning. That means we get a gift of a new day. And I hope you've been enjoying some really good sunrises and the fact that the days are getting longer and there's more light. But each day is the gift that we get. And don't worry for the future, but think about what a good day looks like to you on the farm and describe that to the rest of your family. And celebrate your success and show appreciation along the way. I remember last fall when I was in Saskatoon for the Women in Ag Connect conference, I was getting texts from the women in the audience. And one person said, when I asked the question, what do you need? She said, Elaine, I need a lot more appreciation for all I do around this farm. And obviously that was something that was really lacking. We also need to model forgiveness while reaching out to create new solutions. So again, make quick repair, move on, and figure out what everybody wants and what the common interests are. And block out time for your family to be present. And my wristband this year, my word of the year is present and loving, which is really important when you don't know what the future holds, and especially if you have some new challenges in your new year. And be intentional to protect your mental well-being and express your emotions, because you know what? Expressing your emotions, whether they're high ones or low ones, is good conflict positive behavior. So I wish you a successful year ahead, and I really hope that this Valentine's Day that you take the time to show love and appreciation to your family, but also be very loving and present for everyone every day of the year, because that's what counts to be rich in a relationship. See you next time.